1 year ago, a plane crashed into a Santee neighborhood, killing the pilot, a UPS driver, and injuring an elderly couple. Today, the cause of that crash still remains under investigation by the NTSB.
Yeah, it's a day still very fresh in the memories of community members. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedall joins us live from Santee. Kelly, a year ago, you were in that neighborhood reporting on that crash. What's going on out there today?
Well, right now I can tell you that where I am standing right now is where that UPS was parked exactly a year ago. Now behind me you can see two of the homes that were most badly damaged. They are still under construction, but both of the families will eventually be moving back in. Now this is something the neighbors around here are always going to remember. When I talked to some of them a year ago, they told me the crash was so powerful they felt it blocks away.
Oh, it was loud. It just was a major boom. I saw the smoke was just very black, very huge. I just started praying for the kids at the school, and you know, this is a family neighborhood, and we're close. We're just around the corner. It could have happened to any of us.
The fact that, you know, we're standing here and that the dog was picked up and that, you know, Phil and Maria, our neighbors, were able to get out safely. A long recovery, obviously, ahead for them as well, but.
And this was an emotional day for a lot of people. Cody Campbell lives in one of the homes that was destroyed. Now, you just heard from his wife, Courtney. They're newlyweds and they had just bought that house. So here's what it looked like back then, and here it is today. Their neighbors, Phil and Maria, who were injured from this crash, are still dealing with health issues. We have video, Maria being pulled from the home by neighbors. Now, when I got to the scene that day, it was chaotic. I can tell you that I talked to so many people just concerned about how the couple was doing. This is such a tight-knit community where people look out for each other, where people knew their UPS driver by name. They had gotten to know Steve Kruger over the years and were heartbroken when they learned he was killed in the crash. Now today, a moment of silence was held for him at 12:14 p.m., the time of the crash. UPS trucks also lined the streets. Now there have been, however, some bright spots this past year. We spoke to Courtney and Cody over the weekend, and they're getting ready for a whole new chapter in their lives, waiting for the construction on their house to be finished and waiting to welcome a baby boy. Courtney's due date is this week.
When they told us around what time, you know, that we were going to have the baby, we were like a little bit taken aback, just the timing of everything, and have definitely tried to, you know, embrace the silver lining of everything, that, you know, this has come really full circle for us.
Now, they have a name picked out for their son, but they say they're not ready to share it quite yet. Courtney did mention to us that her family spent time with Steve Kruger's family over the weekend. They say this tragedy has brought all of them just closer together. Marcel and Carlo?
Yeah, it's a day none of us will ever forget here, Kelly. And you mentioned the older couple, Phil and Maria. They're still recovering from their injuries. Do we have any update on when they get to return to their home?
Yeah, I talked to their son today. He's actually, they've been staying with him since this crash in this 800-square-foot house with two dogs. So there's 4 of them living in a house with 2 dogs right now. And he says that he's hopeful that they'll be able to move in to their home right here on the corner behind me, probably sometime early next year. Now, you may remember Maria lost her dog in that crash. She was very upset about it. He told me that she plans to rescue another dog, but in the meantime is having a good time playing mom to his 2 pugs.
A lot of sadness as we reflect on the memories, but it's so wonderful to hear the silver linings and the joy as well of this community gathered together and so close now, so tight-knit. Thanks so much, Kelly.